Welcome to our tutorial series on navigating the investor portal. In this video, we'll guide you through the process from an investor's perspective, covering everything from registration to making your first investment commitment. Display your first, second, third, and fourth items with the marker function. Use this process chart layout to describe a series of steps that flows in sequential order. First, investor registration and setup. The tutorial begins with a walkthrough of the investor registration process, including filling out a custom form and setting up account credentials with a secure password. Second, viewing your capital, raise offering the offerings. The video demonstrates how investors can view offerings, access key deal details, and commit funds. The process includes navigating the portal and making an investment commitment within the set restrictions. Third, investment process and document signing. Viewers are guided through selecting an account type, reviewing disclaimers, signing investment documents, and submitting the commitment, followed by setting up funding. Fourth, sponsor point of view. The final section covers the sponsor's perspective, including reviewing commitments, counter-signing documents, and marking funds as received, followed by tracking investment status within the portal. To begin, I visited the subdomain URL that I previously set for the investor portal in the last video. I'll then self-register for the investor portal by clicking on Register. This is the Invest Next form we previously customized by adding the phone number and birthday. I'll register for the portal by filling out the form fields and verifying I'm not a robot. Click Submit, since we enabled auto-approval for form submissions. The new contact would have received an email to register their username and password for the portal. Let's take a look at that email. The email states that the sponsor has approved my form submission and my name is listed in the greeting. Click Accept Invitation. Register for the investor portal by creating a username and password for your account. Please note that the username is case sensitive and the password strength has to be good at minimum for security purposes. Click Create Account. Once registered, you'll access the investor portal. On the investor portal dashboard, we can see new offerings available. Below is the chart for contributions. Since I don't have any investments, this is blank as no data is available yet. So I will click on offerings and see that the ABC Townhomes offering is available with an investment summary. Investors can click directly on the offering from the dashboard or navigate to the offerings section. Here we can see the showcase photo, key information, investment information, photos, links to our website and calendar, and any attachments. Everything we previously inputted into the deal room is displayed here. Now I'll go ahead and click Invest Now to enter the commitment flow. There are 6 steps in the commitment flow. Since my investors will be in a single class, step 1 has been checked. In step 2, I can see the minimum and maximum commitment amounts and the incremental amount restrictions we enabled during the setup. I'll enter my commitment of $100,000. Click Next. In step 3, the investor will create a new investment account if one doesn't already exist for them. Click Create a New Account and hit Next. From here, we'll have a few questions before creating our account. I'll select the country of origin for the investment account, in this case, the United States of America. Then I'll select Entity and Limited Liability Company from the Entity Type list. Next, we're asked, are you the sole owner of this LLC? Depending on the investor's answer, the system will take the investor through a flow to determine if the LLC is a disregarded entity. I'll select No for this entity. Here we can see this account is not a disregarded entity. Next, I'll fill in the information here for this account, then click Create. Now, we're presented with the investment disclaimer from the commitment flow. Once the investor accepts the disclaimer, the opportunity will become a commitment in the sponsor's view. I'll check the box to accept the investment disclaimer and hit Next. The following information will be used to continue through the commitment. We can see the investment class, amount, and legal entity I'll use for my investment. Click Continue. Recall that in the commitment flow, We enabled accreditation with the option to verify through an accreditation partner if the investor does not already have a letter. If the investor selects, yes, but I don't have an accreditation letter, they'll be presented with this option to verify accreditation through our partner. If the investor selects, yes, and I have an accreditation letter, they'll be prompted to upload their verification letter. I'll upload and submit my verification letter to be approved by the sponsor. The sponsor will see the letter is pending approval on their investor portal dashboard. As the sponsor, you will be notified by email that a new accreditation request needs to be verified. And you will also see this as an action item on your admin portal dashboard. Once you click on either option to verify the accreditation status, you'll be taken to the Accreditation tab for the respective investment account. Click on the line item and a drawer will open on the right side. This drawer contains details including status, submitted accreditation, and expiration date, as well as the source and a link to open the accreditation letter. At the top is the option to verify or reject the accreditation letter after you've reviewed it. I'll click Verify. I'm then prompted to input the accreditation date of the letter and check that you've taken reasonable steps to verify the investor's accreditation status. Click Verify Accreditation, and the investor will then be able to sign any documents required. The investor will see a link in their investor portal and an email notification so they can sign documents. We can see the subscription agreement that we configured earlier. Much of the information we filled out and selected earlier, such as account name, address, and investment details, is automatically populated into the agreement. As the investor, I'll just have to sign here before getting to the final step of funding. Click Continue. Click I agree to move to the final stage in the commitment flow. At this stage, the investor will see the funding instructions that you've enabled. I enabled wire instruction, which gives the option to be printed for the investor's convenience. If the investor has already sent funds, they can click I have sent funds and the sponsor will be notified. Switching to the admin side, we'll cover the following: countersigning investor submitted documents, reviewing the capital raise, and recording a receipt of funds for a commitment. Now that we're on the admin side, I see the document we, as the investor, submitted that is ready for a countersignature. When I click the notification icon, I'll also see a document ready for a countersignature. I'll click this to be taken to the Signature Request tab of e-signatures, where you'll find all documents that need to be countersigned. Each row will display which template was used, the capital raise name, the opportunity name, and the document status. Click the line item to open a drawer for further details and options, including the date of signatures, a button to view the document, and another to cancel the submission. I'll click Countersign. To save time, the system can pre-fill fields with what you previously entered the last time you signed a document. I'll scroll down to countersign the document. Click Insert, followed by Continue, then I agree to complete countersigning the document. If we open the drawer again, we can see the timestamps for each signature. I am starting in the Commitments tab of the capital raise. We can see the commitment status has accreditation and paperwork status completed, highlighted here in green. Clicking on the commitment, we can see a handful of details. If the investor has yet to complete their funding, we can send a reminder by pressing this button. We can cancel the commitment if required. We can record the receipt of funds if they've sent money outside the system, such as a wire. We'll be doing that shortly. At the bottom, we also have accreditation, documents, details, and associations. I'll record the receipt of funds for this commitment since the investor sent a wire. Once I record funds received for this commitment, the system automatically creates a position in the project's cap table. We'll jump to that in a bit. Clicking on Overview, we can see some updated metrics and information for the capital raise. I'll navigate to the ABC Townhomes project by clicking Projects, then ABC Townhomes. I'll click into the Positions tab and on the Sunrise LLC line to bring up this view. This is a detailed view of the investor position in the ABC Townhomes project and where I'll be able to see further details, such as transactions. In this case, we see the $100,000 investment we recorded as the receipt of funds against the commitment. If you've been following along through the training series, we've set up the investor portal, created a custom form, completed and activated the deal room, and went through the investor flow. Congratulations on setting up your capital raise. Thank you for watching.